right. How's it going, chat? Samuel, Malachi. Is Columbus going to get Malachi with right out of the gate? Doesn't even wait for everybody to join. His question right away. And yes, Columbus is going to now hit bad. Depends on how you look at it. There is no severe weather, but it's going to get hit pretty hard. A lot of heavy rain, a lot of lightning, maybe some hail, some wind. Hey there, Jessica, Mike, Misty, B, Eddie, Erica. I was just mentioning how Malachi didn't even wait. It's like he had it ready to go. Is Columbus going to get hit bad? And I mean, yeah, that's solid question. Look at that. It's not severe, but it's a strong storm. And I just hit my head as I was putting stuff together, trying to get Facebook Live up. Didn't work, so it was all for naught. Threw my back out earlier today, so that hurts. Kathy, I saw you guys talking on Facebook. Hello, Terry, Naomi. It seems weird. So what do I think Omaha will get? Probably a pretty good swath of storms in the next hour or so. ETA for Lincoln, next hour and a half or so. Do we still think around 2 inches for Lincoln? I don't think I ever said that, did I? I guess I post a lot of stuff, but oh man, let me look. Did I say 2 inches? Let me look at my rainfall potential map here. I don't think I said 2 inches, but I'm interested to know. That was a long time ago. I did say 2 inches. Jeez, what are you eating? Like rocks? Dominic, what are you eating? Just loud. So if you hear crunching noises, that's Dominic in the background. So yeah, I mean 2 inches, sure. Will Lincoln see anything besides rain, wind, lightning? Greetings, Tam. So yeah, Kathy, I mean 1 to 2 inches. I mean that's, once you get past an inch, it's like, ugh. Prolly. You know, the first time I ever saw the word prolly, my brother used it. I'm like, what the heck does that mean? What's a prolly? Like, oh, it's like shorthand for probably. And I still see it, and that was many years ago. He used it like a long time ago. Every time I see it, I'm like, it's so weird. Any idea why Norfolk was added to the 4 a.m. watch after the 10 p.m. one? Nope, that's National Weather Service stuff. No, I think they're those like really flat pretzels. Is that what they are? Flat
like pretzel chips.
Pretzel chips. And it's really quiet in here right now after everything was done, and he starts eating them. I'm like, whoa. It's like, let me shade the microphone. You guys could probably hear that. Let's see. Got family staying in KC, coming up to Omaha early a.m. How are they looking? Is this going to make its way to KC? I don't know. I haven't thought about KC at all today. Doesn't look like it, but we can look a little bit later. Can we see the rainfall total map? Okay, everybody wants forecast. You don't want to look at the rain now, so let me find a few things here. Okay. Oh, don't get me wrong, the pretzel chips are good. you don't understand how quiet it was in here and then how not quiet it was in here. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so this is the latest model run. I'll zoom out so we can see Kansas City because somebody asked. I should start charging for extracurricular activities like this. Nope. I mean, that's 6 a.m. I think it'll be fine. What direction is this headed? Will it hit Raymond before, like, it's moving southeast and east. Rainfall potential map. You're looking at, I mean, I'm going to show you guys something because this is kind of, okay, there's through 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, okay? That, I'm going to get rid, oh, hang on. So it's saying Lincoln at 0.27. That's the HRRR. Now, this is a different model saying 1.42. So always keep in mind that just because one model, I mean, that Lincoln model was saying 1/4 of an inch, but another model, that it's the same model, just a different version of it, has it 1 1/4 inches higher. Artemis, yeah, we did. You're welcome, Dylan. So what do we think of the massive 8.7 earthquake today? Pretty massive. So there's the rainfall total map. The heavier rain looking like it would be, I'm going to just save this and go back over here. Oh. So this area right here is under a flood watch because they're seeing the same thing. And wouldn't surprise me if this area sees even heavier rain. 1 to 2 inches a possibility. Okay, let's go back and look at the radar. So let's see, where is the lighting? Okay, there it is. I don't think we can see it on our cameras yet, but we can look. Which one do I want to do? Let's do this one. Because this is kind of looking north, a little west, so it's not really picking up on it. Let's go look at Aloe. Joshua says he saw some. Hey, your buddy's back, Joshua. Is it true you are safe on a cruise ship when a tsunami is heading your way? My aunt is on a cruise and is in between Alaska and Canada. Yeah, I actually have a friend in the North Pacific that is on a cruise ship too. And he said the captain said that they're fine. It's basically like driving over a big hill that's moving. It's not like, you know, in your head you're thinking The Perfect Storm, you know, that movie where there's like waves crashing and coming down and it's like everything's just bad. It's more of a, you know, it's just like if you were to, like a waterbed. If you push on a waterbed, if anybody remembers waterbeds, that's kind of what it does. It just kind of let's see. How severe is the stuff coming to Lincoln supposed to be? I've seen several things today, but not sure what it's stuck. Right now, it is sub-severe, but it's close. If we see anything, it would be wind related. So we have one severe thunderstorm warning right there, and that is for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Every single one of these severe thunderstorms that I've seen today, and they've been with this line right here, all of them, and there have been a lot. I mean, it's a lot. There's a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings. They've all been wind related. 0 hail, 0 tornadoes. You notice this area right here is pretty weak. And that's something else I want to show you guys. Hey, you just got an invite for Facebook from Joe. So that might be worth your time trying to set that up while he's here. So if you have any questions. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys this. Everybody thinks that Lincoln misses out on rain, but look at the areas missing out on it right now. Hastings is kind of missing out on it right there, this whole area. See that right there? There's a slot right there. There's a slot right here. This happens with every single storm, and it happens a lot in Lincoln. Watch what I'm going to do this. I'm going to draw around it. See this? Every single storm lately has done this, where it kind of goes bloop, 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 bloop. And more often than not, that happens to Lincoln. Part of the strong storm hits Lincoln, but then other parts miss it. That happens over and over and over again. It happens to Omaha all the time. This is part of the reason I'm starting, now that I've really honed in on everybody saying this, and I'm looking for reasons, and I'm looking in other places. I'm looking in further west, further north, in different, like I'm watching Grand Island, I'm watching Columbus, I'm watching Norfolk. Because think about it, right now, Columbus is going to get hit pretty hard by that storm. Hastings is going to miss out on that storm. And then here, that area, the 281 and 81 intersection, that's going to get hit by a pretty good storm. But this area isn't, just north of Grand Island. So it happens more often than you think, but you only notice the town that you live in, because that's where you live. So if a storm misses it 9 times out of 10, you're thinking, oh, it always gets missed. That happens everywhere, not just you. Looks like Columbus section is weakening a bit, which is good because it was pretty strong there for a little bit. How is Omaha area looking? Ruth, they've got a decent chance for storms tonight. Let me put this back into motion. So this area right here, that's likely headed to the Lincoln and Omaha area. I think that is probably going to go like this, and it might even angle up like that. If it keeps the direction it's going now, it'll head towards Lincoln, but my bet is it kind of cruises towards Omaha a little bit. GBR, no, I'm talking about this happening everywhere. And it does. Mike's right. It averages itself over the long term. But you know what people notice are when it doesn't hit them. And for whatever reason, they always notice when storms do not hit them. And I get it. I mean, it's like you see it coming and then nothing happens. But that happens everywhere. Not just Lincoln, not just Omaha. Split the uprights. Yeah. I mean, everybody has their own saying. It's like I heard all day today. All day. Oh, it'll never hit Lincoln. It always runs into something. And it's just, that happens in all the cities. I've heard every single town I've ever worked in. And it hasn't been that many, but I mean, in Minnesota, there was a couple of cities. I've worked in Lincoln and Nebraska most of my life. Western Wisconsin, they all thought something. Every little town, every single one, every big city, every medium city, every little town, every big town, they all have a reason that storms don't hit their city or their town unless they got hit. Ask Grand Island. They don't think that. Ask Hallam, Pilger. None of them will ever say that. Okay, I'm off of my soapbox. Yeah, Ruth, that's what I'm talking about. But it's not. It's just the way these storms form. Because not everything is strong. And notice, let's pick out the strong part, the strong parts of the storm. Here, and here, and here. That's it. The rest of it isn't really that strong. Kathy, you're right. Everybody's hyper-focused on where they're at. It's all about me, me, me. Which, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, if you're worried about strong storms or rain, or you need rain, or you don't want rain, or whatever it is, you're hyper-focused on where you're at. I completely get it. So I'm here to tell you, you're not alone. Everybody's hyper-focused, and they all think they miss all the storms, when everybody does. Artemis, you scare me a little bit, so probably not. Asked people here in Lincoln almost exactly a year ago. They already forgot about it. And it didn't affect everybody in Lincoln, so they think that something happened there. 2 years ago, already forgot about it. And it didn't affect everybody in Lincoln, already forgot about it. And it didn't affect everybody in Lincoln, so they think that something happened there. 2 years ago, already forgot about it. And it didn't affect everybody in Lincoln, so they think that something happened there. 2 years ago, already forgot about it. And it didn't affect everybody in Lincoln, so they think that something happened there. 2 years ago, already forgot about it. And it didn't affect everybody in Lincoln, so they think that something happened there. 2 years ago, already forgot about it. And it didn't affect everybody in Lincoln, so they think that something happened there. 2 years ago, already forgot about it. And it didn't affect everybody in Lincoln, so they think that something happened there. 2 years ago, already forgot about it. And it didn't affect everybody in Lincoln, so they think that something happened there. 2 ye Oh, the 80, 90 mile per hour winds. Yeah, they already forgot about that too. Doesn't matter. Omaha too. I mean, Omaha's been devastated by nasty tornadoes over the past 100 years. Doesn't matter. Ruth, I'm glad you did too. And that's another thing that, and I feel like maybe this should be my TikTok channel. It's just defending my stance on storms. But it's easy. It's an easy way out. It's an easy explanation. Like, oh, there's something our city has that keeps storms away. Okay, that's easy. It's easy to understand. It's easy for your brain to absorb and go, oh, okay, that's easy. You know what's hard? Calculus and meteorology classes and physics and science. And that's the reason storms do what they do, but nobody wants to take the time to take all those classes. So I get it. They're hard. Artemis doesn't scare me. I was just kidding. Do we have instability? That's a good question. Thanks for getting me off of talking about what I usually talk about. I appreciate that. Whoops, wrong one. I didn't want to do that. I apologize. Where's my instability map? Oh, there it is. GBR, W in the chat. Thanks, GBR. Very GBR TV, no less. Okay, hang on. Sorry, I got distracted. GBR gave me ice cream money. Yeah, I mean, there's some. This is basically the track the storm will probably take, is like this and like this. Now, I think it'll probably do more like this and like this. So we'll see. But hey, GBR, you're awesome. Love that little dancing dude too. 1975 scared my mom so bad she never forgot until she passed. Always terrified of tornadoes. Ask the people in West Omaha. They will never think there's something protecting them. Now Omaha does, because the tornado didn't directly impact them. But West Omaha, from the Arbor Day tornadoes a year and a half ago or so, I mean, from North Lincoln to West Omaha, they don't think there's something in the way. Let's see. I love geology too, especially plate tectonics. Well, then you're having a good day right now, Ruth. Our town has a machine that turns weather into food. Peace. Hey, DXCV, I love that movie. I enjoyed all 3 years of calculus. Travis. Nobody enjoys all 3 years of calculus. Nobody. Why I need it for chemistry. Okay, I'm going backwards here. I don't even know why I need it for chemistry. I don't either. What's your thoughts on the tsunami and earthquake? It's a completely different field than mine, but it's pretty amazing. I think it's an 8.8 now. That's like top 10 ever. So it's amazing. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Are we looking low end severe for weather tonight? Yeah, pretty much. In fact, let me put this into motion. Or can I? No, I can't do that. Ooh, I thought my computer froze for a second. Jeez. Will Takema be in red? Hard to see on my phone. It's a good bet. I mean, how these storms are forming right now? You've got stronger area there, stronger area there, stronger area there. And all of these are just kind of moving like this, and like this. Let's see, saw a wind gust of 52 miles per hour over by Carroll in Hall County. Shanna Stark, yeah, the 1975 tornadoes. I think people just forget, or it's fun to talk about things that stop storms. I don't know, but people that live through really severe weather. I mean, look at the movie Twister. Helen Hunt was forever scarred by tornadoes when she was a child. and it fueled her fire to chase storms until she finally caught one, and her love. You've seen the original Twister, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Otherwise, I was going to kick you out. We were fortunate enough to have what Northwest Iowa had for wind last night. Yeah, there was a 99 mile per hour wind gust in Sioux something. Whoa, Ruth, hey, thank you. Holy smokes. W in the chat, you guys. Ruth, thank you very much. I don't know if you know or not, but every time something like this happens, my kids get ice cream. So hang on, I got to take a picture of this so they know they're getting ice cream. That's where this, it's the ice cream fund. So thank you, Ruth. I have to buy like 5 gallons of ice cream for my daughter now. But thank you. That is awesome. Do I ever look at the CSU MLP for forecast or yeah, I do. Brandon, absolutely. Anything I can find, I try to look at. The better, I try to average everything together. The more, the better off it is. Yeah, Ice Cream Fund is happy right now. You guys are awesome. 50 mile per hour wind gust near Osceola in Polk County earlier. About 15 minutes ago, actually. This one, 51 mile per hour wind gusts in Nance County in Genoa. That was about 30 minutes ago. So yeah, we're getting, you need 67 miles per hour for a severe thunderstorm. No, 57 miles per hour for a severe thunderstorm warning. And we're close, just not quite there yet. That's why we don't see any severe thunderstorm warnings, which is best case scenario. Make sure you eat some too, Ruth. I will. Thank you. I usually get, if I go, it depends on where I go. But I want to take them to Zesto's next time because we haven't been there yet, at least this summer. I did not like the remake of Twister. Okay. Oh, here comes my daughter. W. My daughter says thank you, you guys. You had Zesto's. Was just gonna. I think that's where we're headed next, is Zesto's. I mean, there's so many good ice cream places in Lincoln. There really are. I mean, are there special weather statements on these cells? I don't know. I don't like to inundate myself. Are there any special weather statements? I don't think there are. No.
Omaha's got nothing. So.
Okay. There's something. What is this?
Well, there's
Yeah, there are. There's some.
50 miles an hour.
Yeah. When it's just special weather statements, yeah, there's some that are 50 miles per hour. That's about it. Yeah. Does it lighten up before Omaha? Probably not. I mean, what you see right there, assume that's what's headed your way for Omaha, Lincoln, Beatrice. And even if it does weaken, you're better off being prepared. If I can pound anything to anybody's head tonight, be prepared. People who are prepared never fail, but those who don't prepare usually fail. There's something in there. I'm not sure what it is. GH7, yeah, she's happy right now. She's headed to bed though, I think. Let's see. I wanted to go to the place in Iowa where they filmed Twister. Yeah, and let's see, I went to Dyersville where they filmed Field of Dreams. We had our picture taken with the owner when they made the movie. After we left, we got hit by the remnants of a tornado. Oh my God. That's a heck of a story. Okay, so let's look at, I want to look at the speed of these winds. Do I want to do this one? Let me look at this. Yeah, let's do Omaha. Okay. So when you start to see the bright patches, and there's a couple of them, there's that right there, and then this kind of over there. So let's see these speeds. Over by Columbus, south of Columbus, That is about 50 miles an hour. And then this right here is 53 miles per hour between Columbus and Creston. And then this over here, northwest of Blair, is about 60 miles an hour. That's zooming along. But then let's say over where I-81 bends just south of Columbus, that's 15 miles an hour. So see how quickly things change? You go from here, let's do this. This from here to here, okay? That is, how far is that? That is 12 miles, okay? 12 miles. The difference 12 miles makes. So this one right here, just south of Columbus, 60 miles. 60 miles an hour. And then just south of there, 12 miles, 17. That's how quickly storms change. And that's why, think about it. This area right here thinks, oh, see, nothing ever hits us. Storm missed us. 10 miles north, 60 mile per hour wind gusts. That's how close these things happen. Outflow boundary on radar scope. Let's see, somebody asked something. Who's Sam? Pretty low chances, Sam. Biggest threat is a wind gust and flood watch. Jose, can these storms get stronger? Anything can happen, absolutely. But much stronger? No. What they're at now is a pretty good bet. That's about where they're going to stay. So severe thunderstorm watch until 4 a.m. This whole area until 4 a.m. But what's likely going to happen is this area is pretty much done. It's happening to this area right now. This area probably through 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and then this area is they're 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning. So storms are traveling like this. Shelby, yeah, see Mike? Liked and subscribed. Thanks, Winwags. Kylie, you're welcome. Is there heavy rain with this storm? Yes, Steve asked. And the thing is, it could happen over and over again. Because you see there's a line right there, and then there's another line right there, and then there's another line right there. They're kind of starting to train a little bit. So over and over again, you're looking at those storms. Nope, don't want that. I am going to pop on flash flood warnings. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of the radar real quick. There's your flash flood warnings. That one right there for Custer, Garfield, and Loop. That goes until 11:30. And then there's a couple over here. That one's for Cedar, Knox, Pearson, Wayne until midnight. And then this one over by Sioux City for Dakota, Plymouth, Union, and Woodbury until 1:15. So there's some flash flood warnings out there too. I wanted to look at, let me watch sweeping radar. I'm changing something up here. There's your outflow boundary. Someone was saying that was showing up pretty well on radar scope. So there it is. And if you're wondering, wait, what's he talking about? Outflow boundary. It's this thing right here. And yeah, that's well defined. Interestingly enough, it's colliding. See, that part right there is different from that part right there. Pouring here north of Blair. Streets are flooding already. Thanks, Kylie. I'm in Fairbury. Will it hit us today? It might go north of Fairbury, to be honest with you, Travis. Hi there, JRT. Will Lincoln get that? Yeah, I think Lincoln's probably going to see a good portion of this right here. Sorry, I'm just messing with the radar sites that we have. Alright, now let's go back over this. So now what's happening is, oops. Is, okay, this right here and this right here were two separate parts of the storm. See, you can even see how they were different. Now, it's turning into more, what's up? I'm here for probably the next 45 minutes to an hour. Dominic is here until 1 or 2. Jessica will come in between 2 and 3.
It's gonna leave a little early. I'll be here until Brian gets here, or until it's past.
Okay.
If anything happens.
Yeah, I mean, nothing has happened for a while.
Yeah.
I like that hat, by the way.
Thanks. If you guys give me the go ahead to leave, I can be back in 10 minutes.
What do I need you for?
If we were to come in.
Oh. Yeah, we'll probably give that a few, but for now it's all quiet on the Western Front. Ooh. Let's see. I do not get tornadoes in Council Bluffs because I think the bluffs stop it from happening. It's just not true, but okay. Will Lincoln get the outflow? Pretty good bet. Yeah, I'm sure there's an outflow somewhere in there. Will it be less humid for the next few days? Yes. Yes. In fact, let me look at that. That's a good question. Let me see what I have a forecast here. Tomorrow, dew points. Let's look at that for Lincoln. Oh, maybe not. Is that right? Let me look. Oh, yeah, it's still going to be humid tomorrow. Sorry, guys. Just joining in. Good old-fashioned thunderstorms. Yeah, so far. I used to live in Council Bluffs and saw a tornado in the 80s. Well, there you go, Austin. Your theory is shot. Toward and away from the radar site itself. From the middle of the radar. Winds go towards or winds go away from where the radar site is located. Blame corn sweat. But did you know if you sweat, you add to the humidity? Because sweat evaporates off of you if you're outside, so you're adding to the humidity. So it's not just corn sweat, it's people sweat. Let's see how much lightning there is. Okay. How many? Let me stop it. Okay, here you go. Time to bet. Lightning game. Cody, there you are. How many bolts of lightning do you see right there? Enter in the chat. How many bolts of lightning? We'll see who's closest. I will give you 1 minute. Ready? Go. One minute. Cody says 432, 320. Joshua says 900 by cheating. Thomas Edison says, oh geez, there's a lot of them. About 350. Spicy nugs, that's good. 321, 1000, 420, 264, 270, 422. Houston says 634. Got a 337 from 337. Solid. Everybody's guessing around 300 or 400. I'm seeing a lot of 300 or 400s. There's a 700. There's a 500. 42,799. All right, where are we at? A few more seconds. All right, you guys ready? That's 1 minute. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to include some of Iowa. 383. I swear I saw 383. Somebody said 383. I know I saw 383. It's a 320 from Cameron. 321 from Travis. Maybe I didn't. I thought I saw 383. Someone was close. 337 from 337. That was close. 425 was close from Jackson. Tanner, you were close too. 337, that was really close. 432 from Flossie, that was close. There were some good ones. You guys did good. That was close. Well done. That was fun. I do like that game. I didn't count on Iowa. That's not fair. I can only draw a box. I can. It's, yeah. Well done. On the plus side, it does look like this storm is continuing to be sub-severe. But notice what's happening here. You got a nice, it's starting to line up right there. And then you've got that. So keeping an eye on it. I'm going to invent corn antiperspirant. I just need a catchy name. Someone already did the full body deodorant, the Lumi or whatever. Did you notice once that came out, every single antiperspirant company is like, why didn't we think of that? Will Dominic take over when you leave? My job forever? Maybe. Oh, tonight? Do you have a YouTube account?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
You ever been live?
No.
No time like the present. Of course, I gotta show him how to do the whole OBS and everything like that. Do you know how to do that? Okay. I still have some teaching to do. Pretty windy in Beaver Crossing. Thanks, Cameron. Isn't a strong breeze the corn antiperspirant? Never thought of it that way. Probably. And does when corn sweats, does it smell bad? Like people sweat? Probably not. What else do we have going on here? Not a lot. Strong storms over here moving towards Cheyenne. What's this guy doing? Look at that. What are you doing in Garden County? Fun fact, you guys. Is the watch until midnight? No, the watch goes until 4 a.m. Okay, here's kind of a cool thing that happened to me the other night. So, okay, just so you can watch the radar. But I was staying, I went camping over the weekend. And I was camping right about here in that spot. And meanwhile, there were strong storms about right there towards Mullen, that area. So what is that, 50 miles, 60 miles? Oh, more like 80 miles. But there was a strong thunderstorm, and I was out camping, and I could see the lightning just going nuts. It was like constantly. Zero thunder. That's called heat lightning. When you can see it but not hear it, that's heat lightning. Made sense too because it was hot where I was at. But that was a cool camping trip. Let's see. In my head, I guess I always assumed it smelled like popcorn. When I detasseled as a teenager, we always hoped for breezy mornings because it dried off the corn. Huh. Michael Watts, corn sweat no more. What's a wind shear? That's when wind goes in different directions at different levels of the atmosphere. Lightning in Des Moines, strong rain and wind. Thanks, Steve. Let us know what you end up with. You're right. Let's look at the tower cam. Good call. We'll look at Aloe first. Have heat lightning in Florida a lot. I mean, anybody can have it. You just have to be out of the range of hearing thunder. I mean, sound only travels so far, but light travels a long ways, as long as there's nothing in the way. Some lightning, sparse again. Okay. Tornado potential is very small. I hate to say zero because it's never zero when there's storms, but this one. Mondamin, Iowa. My 125-year-old house is swaying with the wind gusts. Hope it hangs on. Is there a gust front with this storm? Probably. Not sure why corn sweat has suddenly became part of the lexicon. Social media. Someone, and I jumped onto it because I said this is the time of year, late July, early August, that corn sweat is the highest, and I posted it on social media, not thinking twice about it, because our humidity, our dew points are really, really high this time of year, every year, and part of it's because of the corn sweat. And I think a lot of meteorologists were posting about it, and everybody started talking about it. Any recommendations on outdoor backyard weather stations? Thunder shaking my house. Sorry. Explosion in Fremont. Yeah, it was on our news. Outdoor weather. Yeah. Outdoor weather station. I use Tempest weather station. The app kind of looks like this, and I've always liked it. I've had it forever. Oh, lightning. I mean, I bought one of their first products. I'm still using it, and it was, God, how long ago was that? 3, 4, 5 years ago, and it's still running solid. And it's all self-contained. It has a little solar panel on it, so you don't need batteries. It's all just one little kind of tube-looking thing, and it sits on top of PVC pipe, and has wind and lightning detection and rainfall detection. The newer models do a lot better with the rainfall amounts because it's all automated. Temperature, wind speed, wind direction, it's all really cool. I look into it. A little pricey, but like I said, this one's been lasting me for a really long time. And if something goes down, they're really good about getting you fixed up, and it depends. I'm not even sure. Can you look up how much Tempest weather I think it's like 300, but I might be 250. I'm not sure.
Yeah, about 300.
About 300. Yeah, I mean, it's not cheap. It isn't, and I get that. So if you're looking, oh, it's on sale. Oh, hey, there you go. I did talk to one of the guys. I don't think he works there anymore. I was talking to him about putting some up at another spot that I work for, and at $350 on Amazon. Cool. Thanks, GBR. And a really nice guy. I mean, they're a nice company, grassroots. I invested in I bought like one of their products 2 years before it actually became available because I believed in it. And here we are. So I think it's something worth, and they don't give me anything. I have no idea I do this. So yeah, there you go, Brandon. Absolutely. I know you're focused on severe weather here, but have you been following the earthquake news? I have, bestie. They're just worried about tsunamis now. and it was one of those earthquakes, an 8.8. That, I mean, that's going to do a. Oh yeah, so you can see lightning in the distance there. Let me get back to the radar. Yeah, the whole earthquake and tsunami thing. I think that we'll see what happens. Mike, it was something I'm thinking of, maybe. Let's see, ambient WA 2000. Those are good too. They really are. The WS 2000, yeah. Thunder shaking my house. Oh, there it is. Okay, so here we go. I mean, these storms are moving to Lincoln. They're probably about half hour, 45 minutes away. Nothing severe out there right now. If anything, it will be severe. It'll be this part of it right here. This maybe. And this is starting to pulse up just a little bit. There's little clusters. Nothing. Let's look at velocity. Let's see if there's anything in there that is even remotely close. And I'm seeing a couple of spots. There's that for wind and this for wind. And this one near Columbus, that's 44 miles per hour. 48 miles, so it's less than 50 miles per hour. And this one over here, whoops, just over by north of Wahoo, west of Missouri Valley, that's less than 50 miles per hour. So I'm not seeing any. Let's see, this one northwest of York, whoops. I'm just looking for bright spots, 30 miles per hour northwest of York. I don't see any more. There's really not much saying this is severe. Let's see, who's outside versus in their basement in Lincoln. Oh, Rusty here. Kylie, there is a Rusty in Omaha. He's the other one. He works at WOWT. He's in Omaha. I'm in Lincoln. Storm's hitting Fremont now. Okay, thank you. Oh yeah, there they go. Rolling through Columbus, headed towards Fremont. Storms rolling through, and you can tell storms are weakening because see how there's this line right here and then nothing behind it. Nothing behind it here. And then kind of it's losing its definition. It's losing its form. And if you remember up here, look how jagged that is. When it's jagged like that, that's what it, oh geez, look at all that. That's what happens. That's what happened in the southwestern part of the storm. Now it's happening in the northeastern part of the storm. I think this is really falling apart. The one in Omaha is the fake Rusty. No, he's a nice guy. I've met him. He's probably one of my favorite Omaha meteorologists. If you put both Rusties together, you get Lord Dawkins. Here, that's funny. Here's the thing, though. We both used to work for the same company, and there was a time that we almost did a promo together where he was Omaha Rusty and I was Lincoln Rusty, and we were going to do something funny about it. It never came to fruition. Or we were going to talk about how, this Rusty covers this part of the storm and this Rusty covers this part of the storm. I mean, we were going to do a whole thing. It just never came together in time. Artemis, appreciate that. Rusty squared. Yeah, I mean, we were going to do stuff like that. It was just going to be fun. But the problem is Omaha doesn't get Lincoln stations, but Lincoln gets Omaha stations. So we didn't know how we would do it where it would only air in Omaha. And even then people might not know who he is. That was when he was doing they were kind of a competition of ours. But anyway. Bill Ranby is my favorite Omaha weather. Everybody, Kylie said, I appreciate that, Kylie. Don't get Rusty in any sort of anti-Omaha meteorologist beef. I know. The thing is, everybody has their favorite person. I mean, there's lots of really good ones in Omaha, lots of really good ones in Lincoln, and I know most of them. I know all of them in Lincoln, except for the one they just hired over at the other place. I haven't met him yet. But I worked with those guys over there at the other station for 10 years. They're all great guys over there. And I really love the people that I work with here. I mean, we have the only female meteorologist in Lincoln. There's only one, and she works here. So we're pretty proud of that, because there's only two or three, I think, in Omaha. So there's way more men in this field than there are women, and I'm very proud of the fact that we have one at our station in Lincoln. I fought to hire her too, because a previous meteorologist that was working here at the time was like on the fence. I'm like, no. She's UNL. We gotta get her in here. Let's see. I missed a few here. Going to bed. Night, y'all. Okay. Good night, Joshua. Dominic says hi. Bye. Joshua. Okay. Bill Ramby, severe measure if he rolls up his sleeves. Yeah, he's got his thing. He does that, and everybody knows it. I think they do commercials about it. Kylie, I'm soothing, good. And hey, that's kind of, a nice lady said, she's stopped by the station and just wanted to thank me for doing stuff like this. And she gave us a couple of gift cards and said, here, take the crew out for dinner. It's like, oh my God, I mean, that's so nice. Is the storm weakening headed to Lincoln? It is. But I mean, there's still storms out there. Did Ken Shimmick retire? No, I think he was on air tonight, as a matter of fact. Really, Charles? That's cool. Ken Shimmick's brother, Alan. That's really cool. Ken and I started off the exact same way. We both had jobs at Pizza Hut when we were in high school. He was in Columbus. I was in Gordon. Thought storms were starting or something. No, my cat pushed watermelon off our kitchen table and it busted. How can you not love YouTube streams? Because, I mean, that's such good information. I'm sorry to hear that, Trina, but I'm glad it wasn't like a bolt of lightning hitting your house. Let's see. Yeah, R.I.P. watermelon. You can call me Dragon. My daughter likes dragons. Chill. Cheers to you. Something I still need to figure out, though. Oh, there's a severe thunderstorm warning for Sarpy. Look at that, Omaha. So if you are from Omaha, your favorite meteorologists are probably on air right now. They're probably just getting ready for it. But that strong part of the storm is headed towards Iowa very quickly. But that is for, let's see, Douglas Mills, Potawatomi, and Sarpy until just after midnight, and it is for 60 mile per hour wind gusts. So it was me. I'd probably break in, stay on air for a little bit, and then let it go, because I mean it's 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Steve, I did see the new Twister movie. I liked it. I saw it with my son, so there you go. My daughter, 31, likes fairies. How bad will the storms be when they hit Lincoln? No, it doesn't look bad. Some gusty winds, some heavy rain, some lightning. That's about it. So, I mean, that's a telltale sign of this is breaking up right there. But this is still a pretty good gust of wind. Some heavy rain here, headed northeast. And sometimes what you don't see, let's see, this is the first time catching your stream. Are you on here during all severe weather? For the Nebraska area, yeah. Since I'm a TV meteorologist, sometimes that takes precedence. But yeah, that's kind of what I do. When is it hitting Lincoln? We're probably about a half an hour, 45 minutes away. Maybe probably closer to a half an hour now. Let's see. What was I going to do? Oh, I know what I was going to do. Oh, there you go. This is why. Washington County, 58 mile per hour from a weather station 4 miles east of Kennard. So there's wind in there. Now, if you notice, this doesn't look that impressive, and it doesn't have to on this radar. What it can do, though, is when you change over to a different radar, you start to see the wind. So this is the radar that's looking for wind direction and speed. It's not looking for raindrops. It's just judging how fast things are moving. So let's zoom in here, and there you go. Let me highlight the warning. So there's the warning right there, okay? This is probably what they're looking at, right? Just north of I-80. Oh, hang on. I have to take the warning off. So I'm gonna look here. It's this line right here, and that right there is 50 miles per hour. Hang on, let me see if I can get a better. 55 miles per hour. So we're starting to see. Oh, I'm looking just north of the radar site too. That's 53 miles per hour. So in this area right here, wind, and it's actually this line right here is probably the severe part of it. Channel 7 just sprang into action. More night storm. Yeah, there's a lot of night storms this year. At least we're not having a tsunami. Agreed. Are most severe threats nocturnal this time of year? No, this has been that kind of year. And I was talking to one of our anchors because she's new to the area. She's like, does this always happen? Is it always at like midnight when these storms happen? I said, no, 2 years ago, my wife actually said, seems like storms hit Lincoln at 9 p.m. every single time. And she was right, it did. But that was 2 years ago. Things have switched up a little bit. Okay, let's get back to this. Is AccuWeather an accurate radar app to use on phones? It'll sploosh it out a little bit. It won't be 100% accurate because it tries to make it look pretty, so it's not 100% exactly what's happening with the radar at that time. If you want more high level, radar scope is probably your best bet. Will Lincoln get in a severe thunderstorm warning? Probably not. Thunder by Offutt, cool. So, I mean, the wind is pushing out a little bit. And here's the thing, sometimes you have to rely on observations. Like when we were looking over here at that line of storms there, I didn't see a whole lot of anything over 50 miles per hour. That doesn't mean it's not there, because near the surface, now this radar is is looking above the surface. Near the surface, there's home weather stations, and they can see or tell that it's going 40, 53, 55, 58 miles per hour. And when that happens, okay, let's do a severe thunderstorm warning for that area just in case. The wind cluster east of Columbus seems to be getting a tad stronger. Thanks, DX. Bo SPH, thank you, you're welcome. Stonix, yeah, I would not want to chase this year. Everything's been at night, and that's just the worst. Thor is out partying tonight. My daughter likes to write books about those Roman gods. They're really good too. Very impressed. She's only 13. Like, wow. So we continue to have this severe thunderstorm watch there until 4 a.m. And really, it's when this line, 4 a.m. is an arbitrary number. It's whenever this line of storms here moves through. And after it does, they'll probably cancel the warnings. Windy near Malcolm I know it's getting bad when the telescope falls over. Raining hard. Yeah, you're going to see some heavy rain with this. And some gusty winds, that's for sure. And this is trying to build back up. It's filling in. See that? Right there? It's filling in. So some solid rainfall headed towards Lincoln now. Well, that's cool, Stonic. Like the 10 o'clock show, the storm won't hit Lincoln until 1. It's close though. It's building out as it's moving east. Yeah, we could do that. Another round of let me move it out here. Oops. Let me get set up. Hang on. Another round of guess how much lightning. I'm gonna okay. Let's situate it like that. Hang on. Okay. You have a minute. Everybody, if you want to guess. Hey, Vast has been here a while, Cody. It's okay. I'll let it slide. Is a severe threat just till 12:15 for Offutt? Is that how long the warning goes for? Yeah, I mean, there's still some strong storms out there. So just because it's a warning until 12:15, it's still a chance. All right. Let's see, 422, 346, 350, 379, 402, 442. Oh, I'm getting tired, you guys. 318, 48 mile per hour at Blair. Thanks, Jan. Let's see, 325, 294, 445, 367, 297. Telescope is down. We've got the Piper down. The Piper is down. 214. Okay, so I think all the votes are in. 337 from 337. All right, here we go. And the win. Oop, no, I don't want to do a whole lot of Iowa. I got to get Omaha. So there you go. 478. Ooh. Cody with a 442. That was a good one. 422 from Keeper. 399 from Mike. I mean, those are all good guesses. But those couple of 400s out there. 445 from Tim's. That's probably your closest. Well done, Tim. Tim's vlog channel. Update on corn antiperspirant name. Corn parch. That's good. That's good. Yeah, over 400. I wouldn't have guessed that. I would have thought closer to the 300 mark, but that's good. Yeah, it did go up quite a bit. I think it's because this area is starting to see more lightning. It's building in a little bit. That's definitely where it's coming from. Update on that. Let me look at that update on that warning. Oops. Let's see. 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Yeah, somebody is a weather instrument measurement. So somewhere in there saw a 60 mile per hour, at least a severe thunderstorm wind gust. It's moving east at 55 miles per hour. Southeastern Omaha is then Council Bluffs, Bellevue. Somebody said storms don't happen in Council Bluffs, but now they have a severe thunderstorm warning. The airport around 11:55. South Omaha around 11:50. Epley Airfield. Tornado chance for Lincoln is pretty much, it's not zero, but it's close. So a solid line of storms here. And we do have that one severe thunderstorm warning right there. So, I mean, it's still possible. Oh, really? I haven't done Twitch in a very long time, Keeper. My son does it a lot, but Yeah, let's look at the. Somebody said my AC is going to be really happy. Let's look at the temperatures right now. Look at that. Wow. So there's the last of your warm. Everything else is much cooler. 24-hour temperature change. There you go. Looks like 5 to 15 degrees cooler after that front goes through. It looks like, let's see, I think it'll pick back up after further southeast. Yeah, I mean, it's all, this right here is all headed towards Lincoln. Broken Bow is a loss. I'm sorry to hear that. I was just in Broken Bow not too long ago. I like Broken Bow. That's, I mean, middle of the state. I mean, you can't be more landlocked than Broken Bow. And I was there not too long ago, and I really enjoy Broken Bow. There's something about that town that I really like. I always have. Not sure what it is. Current wind gusts. Ooh, that's a good question. I haven't looked at wind gusts in a long time. It just hasn't been windy out. That's a good question. Meanwhile, let me pop this up for you here real quick. There we go. We'll watch. Ooh, look at that, you guys. Hey, chat, check that out. That's a shelf cloud. Oh, there's no readout on Broken Bow. Oh, yeah, okay. If your daughter might be an accomplished author, if she continues creating great stories. Yeah, don't get me started, man. It's amazing what she's doing at 13. I'll look at the wind gusts here in a second, HY. I have full pad football on Friday. Oh, it'll feel a lot better. Yeah, that's cool. That is really cool. Let's see if we can get a different view of that. I'm glad I stopped. We'll look at wind gusts real quick just to see. Okay, nothing in Lincoln yet, but that's, north of Lincoln, you're looking at, 30, 40, 45 miles per hour. Okay, let's go back. I'm going to look at the allocam. Can't really see it. Okay, let's go back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. That's cool. Okay, I want to hang on, chat. I want to try something here real quick. Okay, this is a time lapse. Did you see that time lapse? So, look at that. This was from earlier. That's a pretty good sunrise too. Did you see that? Look at that. Ooh, pretty. Okay, back to the time. Let's. Notice how the city gets brighter too? That low cloud coming in. See how it's dark, 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 and then, ooh, here comes the shelf cloud. All right. Uh, 337, no, it's not. It is not going to be bad for Lincoln. This is a shelf cloud. It's the outflow of wind pushing up right at the surface, creating just a cloud right in front of it, and it just pushes it, and it looks like a shelf. More often than not, it means severe weather's not around. Hey, Jim, how you doing? Good to see you. Just watching a shelf cloud with the lightning on the other side of it. Random bird in the time lapse. I know. That was red-tailed hawk, I believe, is what that is. When I was at the other station, we had one that visited all the time, and the viewers named it Rusty Hawkins. Yeah, that's really cool. Look at that. Chat, that is. You better go outside and get some. There you go. Okay.
That outflow pattern is probably just about to like
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was a wall cloud. Yeah. You've been watching tsunami coverage. Yeah, I wondered, Jim, that if you know anything, let us know. I haven't been watching tsunami coverage. Has anybody been hit bad by a tsunami or anything like that? Because I don't know. I haven't looked at anything, and I almost don't want to know. Okay, let's go. What do you want to know, Vasta? Asking about the derecho thing. I've always attributed shelf clouds to severe weather and lowerings. Yeah, that's the wall cloud. Shelf clouds are just basically a good old-fashioned thunderstorm blowing wind out in front of it, creating clouds in front of it as it goes. So that's coming into Lincoln right now. Well, let's look at Lincoln. See, there's no severe weather. Let me clear that off. So there it is. So it's the wall cloud, or the shelf clouds basically in front of it, which let's look at that. Hang on. There it is. Did you see that? Let me get this back up. There. Okay, there it is. You can kind of see it right there. See that? That's your outflow boundary, and that's what's pushing into Lincoln right now. It's hard to see because the storms are starting to move into Lincoln right now. But that's right there. That's your gust front or your outflow boundary, and that's what's creating that that shelf cloud. So let's go back to the shelf cloud. Mainly, I'm not entirely sure what it still is, and did it ever become something? Okay, hang on. Shelf cloud versus wall cloud. Wall cloud is an attachment to a supercell that is usually where there's rotation going on. Shelf cloud is out in front of basically just a line of random thunderstorms, and it's the wind that's just creating this area of clouds that just gets pushed out by the storms that are moving through. So it's not the shelf cloud isn't associated with a severe weather threat. I mean, they can. I mean, there could be severe weather in there, absolutely, but it's the wall cloud that you have to worry about the rotation. Okay, Vasta was. And I don't know if that storm last night ever became a derecho. But you have to it has to last for 250 miles. It has to be 60 miles wide. And yeah, I'm hearing the building creak now. And there has to be severe weather gusts there has to be 5 of them within a 50 mile length. So there's a lot of rules. And there's 9 of them. There's 9 rules. Super windy at 48th and Cornhusker. Thanks, Nixie. Super windy in Northwest Lincoln. Thanks, Haley. Chance for tornado in Lincoln is very, very small. There's also a warning for part of California, but that's 2, 3. Okay, good to know. Thanks, Jim. Tsunami not expected. Not yet. Expected in Hawaii in between 14 and 20 minutes from now. Last warning siren. Okay. Let's see. All right, the storm's rolling through Lincoln right now. Look at that. That's just nuts. All right. Yeah, it's really windy here in southwest Lincoln now. Can't really tell there on that one. Let's look at ABC Seamless Cam. Oh yeah, that's wobbling about too. Wait, doesn't that look weird? That's so weird. It looks like everything's moving, but the background. God, that's weird. That freaks me out. Allocam, all right. Not seeing anything on there. Let's go back to. Okay, that one. Yeah, storm just basically blew through Lincoln. I mean, that's what it's doing right now. So let's go back to the radar. Somebody asked about, let me clear that out. Oh wait, I don't want this one. I want a different one. Hang on. And we can look at the wind speeds. Did it?
It was kind of dusty too.
Huh, okay.
Dust in my eyes. I was like, whoa.
Okay, we're going to look at the velocity. It's not bad. I mean, guys, it's 40 miles per hour, sure. But here's your line. See that line right there? That's that frontal boundary that just went through right there, that line.
We guessed it at 53 at the airport.
53 at the airport? Okay. I mean, that's a solid line. Or a solid wind speed. So this is what just blew through Lincoln, is that line right there, and I'm not seeing anything that tells me it's excessive. That's why there's no warning. What? Severe thunder? What? Oh my God. All right, we have a severe thunderstorm warning for the capital city. So, all right, we're gonna do a cut in. Can you go find Chris?
Yep.
Thank you.
He's on
Thank you,
already.
Chris. All right, we're going on live. Okay, you could watch Channel 8 and see what it looks like, friends. Let's see. Let me get this all set up. Now, there. Put it all the way up there. Okay. This is for severe thunderstorm warning. Lancaster, Odo, and Cass until 12:45. 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Okay. We'll probably stay on for a little bit for this one. Oh, I need my microphone. Okay, whenever you guys are ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hang on. Okay, go ahead. I could barely hear you. Oh, hang on. Okay, whenever you're ready. Yep. Okay. I can barely hear you, Chris. Hi everyone, Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins with you with a severe thunderstorm warning that has been issued for the city of Lincoln, Lancaster County, Odo, and Cass County until 12:45 this morning. 60 mile per hour wind gusts. That's what all of these storms have had in common, are 60 mile per hour wind gusts as they move south and east. So this one, a severe thunderstorm warning for Lancaster, western Odo, western Cass until 12:45. At midnight, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from 6 miles southeast of Ceresco to 2 miles northwest of Wilbur, moving east at about 40 miles per hour. The main thing with these storms is 60 mile per hour wind gusts. This is going to be near Lincoln, Waverly, Greenwood, Roca, Hallam, Sprague, Holmes Lake Park, and Walton around 12:05. So like right now. And I'm going to put this into motion so we can kind of see it a little bit better. And I want a different one here. There we go. So here you go. This is really what's going on. There's your gust front right there that's associated, that just is blowing through Lincoln right now. And I can hear it here at the station too. That line right there is really forming some storms, and that's your 40 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts, and behind that, then storms are forming right behind it as it goes. So it's also going to be near Hickman around 12:10, Eagle, Bennett around 12:15, Elmwood, Firth, Panama, and Murdoch around 12:20. Also Louisville, Palmyra, Weeping Water, and Douglas. This does include Interstate 80 in Nebraska between mile markers 399 and 426. So been watching these storms for a good portion of the night. In fact, we were looking at this camera. We'll see what it looks like right now. Here we go. This is our Barry Law cam. Pretty good shelf cloud blew through, and then behind it, after that, that's where your wind gusts around 60 miles per hour were happening. This has zero hail. This has zero tornadoes. This is just wind blowing through very quickly. I mean, the 60 mile per hour wind gust will happen very quickly, and then will dissipate very quickly. So you can see the camera here at the station not shaking around anymore because the front has actually already blown through. So let's get back to this. This is your severe thunderstorm warning, and you can see there's another one for Omaha too. So there's two areas. So this whole line, this line right through here, that's your line of storms, and they're moving like this. And there's a couple of spots that are severe. It's this spot right here and this spot right here. So this whole area, basically from western parts of Iowa through Omaha, through Lincoln, south, is your severe thunderstorm warning. I'll get rid of the radar so you can see that a little bit better. There's your warning. And you can tell it's just kind of a straight line right there. And now I'm going to put the radar back, and there you go. There's your front. You can see in there. See that boundary right there? That's what the severe part of this is. That's when it blows through, it's knocking around 40 to 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts. So if you're just joining us, thank you for joining us. We have a severe thunderstorm warning for Lancaster, Odo, and Cass County until 12:45. 60 mile per hour wind gusts. And when you talk about the wind gusts, you're talking about this right here. See that line right there? That's the frontal boundary that blows through first. That's your wind. That's your 60 mile per hour wind gust. And then behind it, these storms have been forming. See how those storms are just following that line? Fascinating to watch. Let me move this radar a little bit. So once this green line, see that green line right there? That's your frontal boundary. That's your outflow boundary from these storms, and the storms are just coming in right after it. So heavy rain, hail not expected. It just doesn't look like any hail, but this wind gust, once it blows through, that'll be it. Just a quick blast of 40 to 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts. Let me see if the National Weather Service is saying anything here. Seen a 41 mile per hour wind gust in Wahoo. And that's about all the reports we have. So let's see. 59 mile per hour. Okay, 59 mile per hour wind gusts in at the Lincoln Airport. So I mean that's substantial. That was, let me see this. Okay. So a 59 mile per hour wind gust did blow through the Lincoln Airport at about 12:03, so about 6 minutes ago. So there's your reason for the warning. And that must have been, let's see, at 12:03, so that was right there. So right on the other side of this, see this line? Excuse me. This is your outflow boundary, your gust, your frontal boundary. And then once that blows through, right behind it, that's where your Lincoln Airport is right there. This was 12:03, so it's on the other side, just the very other side. As that frontal boundary moves through and before the storms move in, 60 mile per hour wind gust right behind it. So yeah, 59 mile per hour, 4 miles west northwest at the airport. So there you go. That's why we have a severe thunderstorm warning for Lancaster, Odo, and Cass County until 12:45. So let's put this back into motion. And I am going to, let's do this. We are going to see if there's any more of that out there. Going through the wind velocity channels that I have. And not seeing, I mean, there's a little bit maybe. I'm going to be looking in this area right here. And it doesn't really look like it, does it? There's one. So this area right here, okay, and there's more. Okay, so I'm looking over here now towards Waverly. See how there's those little dots, those brighter colors? I'm gonna look at those. 64 mile per hour wind gusts. So this area right there, see that little spot just northwest of Waverly? That's a 64 mile per hour wind gust. Okay, let's look for some more here. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more and see if we can find any more there. And there are some spots. Okay, I'm going to look at this spot right here. That's just 36 miles per hour. Okay, so that's good. This area, this spot though right here. Let's look at that one. 60 mile per hour wind gusts. So while the wind isn't, it's not a straight line of a lot of wind, there's pockets of strong wind in there. So it's not everybody. Not everybody's going to see this strong wind, but they're out there. So let's look at a different pocket here. Let's look over here by the Lincoln Airport. Still seeing some spots there. Not there. That's how quickly these die off. It goes from nothing to, let's see, not that. Okay, so that's the good news, that they're just, it's very spotty, but there's still some very strong winds out there. I'm going to keep looking. This one's over just west of Eagle, about almost 40 miles per hour. And that's all I'm seeing. Okay, so that's good. But this is your frontal boundary right here. This right here is your main wind gust right there. And then right behind it, right as that moves through. So this is likely moving through central and east Lincoln right now with those very gusty winds. So east Lincoln, central Lincoln, likely seeing some very gusty winds blow through, and it won't last long. I mean, we're talking a couple of minutes at most, and then it's gone. And then there's some spotty wind on the other side of that we're tracking. So let's get back to, so there's your severe thunderstorm watch. This goes until 4 a.m., but the storms are blowing through right now, so it will be done. Our severe thunderstorm watch will be done eventually. And there's your severe thunderstorm warning. So if you're just joining us, severe thunderstorm warning is in place for Lancaster, Odo, and Cass County until 12:45. And there's your line of storms. Some heavy rain. Hail is not expected. Tornadoes not expected. But the gusty winds, 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts, a possibility as these storms do blow through. It's moving east at 40 miles per hour. And I'm going to switch over the different radar here. because this really tells the tale here. That line, that green line, is basically responsible for the 60 mile per hour wind gust. That's what blew through, and we did get a report of a 59 mile per hour wind gust blew through the Lincoln Airport. So that's what prompted this warning in the first place. And now that line, that green line, and just after it, so you've got the green line there, and then just behind it is where all of the gusty wind is, and then behind that are all your thunderstorms. Okay, we have new information right there, so I'm going to see what they have to say. Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 12:45 for southeastern Lancaster County, western Odo, and western Cass counties. This goes until 12:45, so about a half an hour left on this warning. At 12:13, a minute ago, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from 3 miles south of Ashland to near Claytonia, moving east at 40 miles per hour. 60 mile per hour wind gusts are the main issue with this particular storm, and it was a weather instrument measurement, so it's a pretty good bet that we did have a 60 mile per hour, 59 mile per hour wind gust. So this is near Claytonia and Ashland. I'm going to zoom in here a little bit. So there's Ashland up here, and if you follow that straight down like that, that's where that storm is at, and that's moving east. So I'm going to draw another line right here. So inside of that line is where your severe winds are at, your 50 to 60 mile per hour wind potential. So Norris High School, Bennett, Weeping Water. Let's do this. So it's moving east at 40 miles per hour, correct? So let's go like this, and then go east at 40 miles per hour. So you're looking at Stagecoach Lake at 12:16, so right now, Bennett at 12:20, Elmwood at 12:24, Palmyra at 12:28, Weeping Water around 12:33, Douglas 12:36, Unadilla 12:39, and Murray around 12:45. I'm going to leave this up just a little bit so you can get a good look at those. And we've got a lot of, I just got a print off from the National Weather Service out of Hastings. These storms earlier had quite a bit of wind in it. 52 mile per hour wind gusts near Gothenburg, Lexington 54, Sumner and Dawson County at 54, near Kearney had 58 mile per hour wind gusts. So this has been happening all night, and they kind of died off a little bit, and then they ramped back up as they pushed through the capital city. So not only did we not see these storms dissipate once they got to Lincoln, they actually increased in strength once they hit the capital city. How about that? Quite a few severe weather reports, and the storms are now starting, the thunderstorms are starting to move through the capital city, but the severe wind gusts are now moving away from the city. So I think the severe weather threat for Lincoln is pretty much done now. Maybe the eastern fringes of the capital city might be seeing some of that, but that line, that green line right there, is basically where your severe weather threat is. So let's zoom in on that, and you can see it's maybe southeast Lincoln, Old Cheney Road, 84th and maybe Van Dorn in areas south towards Old Cheney, towards the Sam's Club over there, the Walmart in southeast Lincoln. And then maybe even a little further west, maybe probably from 56th east towards Nebraska Parkway, that area, that's probably seeing the gusty winds dissipate now as it moves towards Bennett and Eagle, and eventually down Highway 2 and Highway 34. So that's right there is your area where it's right smack dab in the middle of that severe thunderstorm warning from Ashland down to Norris, and it's going to be moving east at 40 miles per hour. And then on the other side of it, there's probably a lot of lightning. Not a whole lot, but enough. So what you're looking at is see how this right here is moving that way, that green line, but these storms are moving this way. So the actual frontal boundary is moving due east, with the storms moving northeast and pushing east at the same time. So we're going to see some heavy rain in Lincoln pretty shortly. In fact, let's go over to that. We're going to go to that camera real quick. There we go. Some creepy looking clouds, a lot of lightning, rain is coming our way. The gusty wind, however, is past. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to keep an eye on this storm for you. I'm streaming live on YouTube right now, so if you wanted to check that out and continue to watch these storms with me, absolutely could do that. But it does look like this severe thunderstorm warning is now basically right smack dab through the capital city, but the threat is now over here, and I'll show you why. Before I send you back to programming, this is why. That green line, that's your wind, and that's moving east out of Lancaster County, and it's making its way east. So you're looking at yeah, that green line is definitely making its way a little further east. Cass, Otoe County, moving towards Plattsmouth, Weeping Water, Syracuse, even some storms trying to form out in front of that line. So I think Lincoln appears to be in the clear for at least the severe wind that was at 60 miles per hour. We do have some storms on the other side of this. That's just heavy rain, some lightning, no hail expected out of that, no more gusty winds, no more severe wind associated with that. So if anything does get ramped back up, I will make sure that I break in and let you know what's going on. But it does look like that severe wind is well past the capital city. So we'll send you back to programming. Make sure you keep it tuned to Channel 8. We'll keep you up to date. Okay. All right, sorry chat. I have no idea what you guys were talking about while I was doing a severe weather coverage on on Channel 8. So if I missed something, I apologize, but there you go. Thanks, Travis. Thank you, Ruth. Okay, well that was fun. Wind woke up 7-year-old Malcolm and he came in and caught me having screen time. He was disappointed when I told him it wasn't Wildcrats or Bluey. Thanks, sir.
The crawl down for now. I left the
That's fine.
bug up.
That's fine. I think
The bug
that's
will disappear on its own as soon as
good.
it's,
Let's just do that then. Yeah, I think that's fine.
I'm working with them tomorrow on getting the crawl basically set to basically if there's no data scrolling across, the background will disappear too, so we can leave it up all the time, just like we can bug. We have the bug up all the time.
Yeah,
And then
that would be helpful.
and then if data stops feeding in, it'll disappear.
Okay.
So that's, I'm having to work on that.
Cool. All right. Looking forward to it.
Hopefully it cools down in here, but
Yeah, this really should.
seems like it's already doing it.
Yeah. Thanks, Chris. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, so there's another one, 6 miles south of Waverly in Lancaster County, 58 mile per hour wind gusts. So, I mean, that was at 12:18, so it was like 6 minutes ago. Almost, I mean, that's basically moving into Odo and Cass County now. Cool. Let's see. Sweet thunderstorm warning. Okay, so what's the deal for Lincoln? I think we're done now. The 60 mile per hour wind gust blew through. Now a lot of heavy rain is going to be possible. Let's see, downpouring at First and Cornhusker. Yeah, it's going to happen in northwest Lincoln first, and then it'll move across the city. Heavy rain right over the top of the capital city. New meso for our area. Yeah, I'm sure they're talking about the watch that's already in place. Rusty is greater than Bluey. Hey, how about that? No more risk for Lincoln. I mean, there's still a risk. I mean, heavy rain. There's still wind gust potential, but how much rain do I expect? Ooh, there's a new severe thunderstorm warning. Does that include? Oh yeah, Southeastern Lancaster County. Come on, barely. Like 3 square miles. Severe thunderstorm warning for Southeastern Lancaster County. Look at this, you guys. There's a severe thunderstorm, this new one. Look how much of Lancaster County. It's that right there. Northern Johnson, Northwestern Nemaha, Odo, Northeastern Gage, and Eastern Cass. Northeastern Gage, that, goodness. Goes until 1:30, 60 mile per hour wind gusts. That's kind of funny. I mean, you got to admit, that's funny, right? But I mean, I get it. It's because of this green thing right there. So I mean, it will blow through southeastern Lancaster and northeastern Gage County, just barely. I mean, they're not wrong. That's funny. Wind is just blowing out here in Waverly. Yeah, I mean, this is that green line. This green line right here. That is your reason. Pouring rain in the Highlands. Good. Did I answer your question, Jim? How much rain? I think probably this could be a solid inch and a half of rain. No, hail's not expected. Is it a bad sign when the opossum I mentioned earlier walks back to its origin wearing a raincoat and hat? Yes, that's a bad sign. It's such an odd pattern on the radar. Thunder chicken here fell asleep, woke up to wind and clucked all the way downstairs. Interesting. I hate storks because I can't sleep. Easy breezy. Okay, now it's just the heavy rain. It really is. And I could probably head home and let Dominic take over. It is pouring, though. I waited too long. I have an umbrella in my car. Oh, and my back hurts, too. Did I tell you guys I threw my back out today? That was dumb. I may call in sick tomorrow. And I'm on TikTok too. If you guys want to follow me on TikTok, I'm doing a lot more on there. I posted like a bunch there lately. Wind slowed down in Eagle already. It was in and out 5 minutes, I guess, just anticipating the rain. Yeah, the wind will not last long. It's like blows through a few minutes and it's done. The rain, though, looks like it's going to stick around for a while. Lincoln's just rain. Severe weather's already done. You missed the severe weather, Elizabeth. It'll take a while, but I could send that opossum over to you. All right. Lightning and thunder is 48th and Randolph. Thanks, Emily. There's probably, I mean, I don't see any. Let me look, make sure there's no flood warnings here. Or flash flood. No. No. But, I mean, it's heavy rain. Let's see how fast this is coming down. Two inches an hour? Where I'm clicking on the red spots, so obviously that's, I mean, 2.74 an hour. Most of this, though, is probably, yeah, half an inch an hour. But there's some pockets of some really heavy rain out there. Not the lightning game yet. Not yet. Storms are rolling through Capital City, so we got to talk about that. Yes, Jeff, it is raining in Southwest Lincoln, which is over by the state pen. I'm not in the state pen, but I'm near it. So it's so interesting though. This green line, that's the severe weather part. Nothing storm related. It's just that green line right there. Isn't that cool? Every day is a sick day if you try hard enough. I know. I already warned my boss and Dominic over here. Like, I might not be able to get out of bed tomorrow. I don't know. I can't walk straight up. If you watched me tonight at 10 o'clock, you may have noticed I was struggling a lot. Ooh, big old bolt of lightning there. Okay, let's look at, what do we want to look at? Let's look at Alacam real quick. Just rain. Ooh, that was a good one. Anytime I hear storms, I'm always glad to see you're live. I honestly appreciate you keeping us updated here. I hate night naders. No tornadoes tonight. Ooh, that's cool though. Some low-hanging clouds. This doesn't happen very. I did something stupid today. I was trying to recycle a 50-inch flat screen TV, and I was just carrying it. It wasn't heavy. I was just carrying it awkwardly, and my back just went nope. And that's all it took. That's all it took. And I haven't had back pain since the last time I had it, which was like a couple of years ago. And I have no idea what I did there. I was making a bed and I felt it slip. I mean, I literally felt it slip. And I was on my back and I could not get up for like 2 hours. It was the most painful thing I've ever gone through. This isn't that bad. I'm okay. It might actually be okay tomorrow, so we'll see. But I appreciate it. Yeah, getting old sucks. Ain't that right, Jim? Funny thing is, and your back's been doing it for 2 days. My wife hurt her back. She was trying to close our daughter's door. That's it. It's just a door that doesn't want to shut. She's pulling on it, and her back just went. Zoop. So weird. Drought monitor related to current radar. What is today? Tuesday. Okay. So there's your current radar. Now your drought monitor. I gotta find it first. It's a graphic in here somewhere. What did I do with it? Hang on. Okay, it's in here. Gotta find the right show. There it is. And then there you go. So there you go. I have a chiropractor. I already called him, told him I need to see him tomorrow if I can. It was after hours though. I'm a guy, so I was hoping the pain would just go away. So I wait till the very last second to call. But yeah, I have a chiropractor. I mean, look at this. This storm is decent. I mean, we may not be done with this. I hate to say it, but I mean, this right there is a decent part of this storm. I will. You think these guys are mad? It's not raining at all right there between Seward and Wahoo. Meanwhile, Lincoln is getting hit hard with rain. Oh, glad to help, Jim. I've been ibuprofen all day. Thunder, lightning, and Havelock. Thanks, Ashley. When you're done, can we go back to the sky cam pretty intense? Oh, I can do that. Is there something scientific to why thunder can sound so different? Yeah, it's how the sound gets to your ear. What's in the way? Is it rain? Is it clouds? Is it how the lightning is formed? You know, is it a big bolt? Is it a small bolt? Is it a bolt that goes straight down? Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it, you know, there's so many different variables. And it's almost infinite. So yeah, it can I mean, it's almost like snowflakes. Now, they all sound different. Well, I guess Mike, you owe $1. Good old-fashioned thunderstorm. Doesn't matter. You said it. Everybody's calling you out on it, Mike. I mean, that is good though. That's nice. Oh, all right, guys. I think I gotta head home. My back is. I need to get laid down or something. So, I'm gonna let this go. We'll take one last look at the radar, and then I'm gonna head home for the night. 'Cause it's almost 1 a.m. But keep an eye on things. I've got Dominic here. If something goes severe, which, I mean, it could. I mean, it really could. I mean, you got this, and you got this line here. So we'll keep an eye on this, but I'm going to head home. You guys have a good evening, and might see you tomorrow.